Hey, it is day 17 of 100 days of posting. We're posting every day for the last 100 days of 2024, and here we are at day 17. Okay, I feel like we have gotten over a major obstacle of my husband's surgery yesterday, and it went well. I'll probably talk about that on another day. But for today, what we're going to do is I am going to have another installment of Souptober. So Souptober is something that Dollar Tree Dinners channel is doing, where she's doing, I think, 10 different soups in the month of October. I don't know how many I'm going to do, but today we are going to do roasted tomato basil soup. I actually filmed this like probably almost a month ago, and like I've just been kind of filming things as they came up and then using them when I could. So you're going to see some things that I filmed a while ago until we use all those things up. I will put the recipe down in the description. It's something that I just mostly made up just from looking at various recipes, and so it's a big hit at our house with grilled cheese especially. So I think that's it. So without further ado, let's roll tape. Hey. Okay, so I have some tomatoes that I got out of my garden. It is in the second half of September right now, and my poor neglected garden still somehow has tomatoes coming out of it, and I need to use these. They're really sad looking, but I'm going to cut them up and make tomato basil soup. So I'm going to be roasting all of this first. So here I have 4 cloves of garlic. A couple of them are small, so it's 4-ish. And I'm just going to put that over there. Oh, I didn't realize I had that one too. Well, we'll add that one. Just kind of using up the last of it. They're not that big. And more garlic is always better, especially when it's roasted. Okay. And I have an onion here. And I'm just going to do like a super rough chop because this is all going to get blended anyway. Put this peel over here. I've got a little garbage thing over here. Okay. I'm just gonna do super rough and just kind of break up some of the parts. So we've got big chunks. Okay, now I'm just gonna start cutting up the tomatoes. I am gonna give them a look over as I do it because like some of them have like a bad spot on them. So we're just gonna cut that part away. And even like if they don't have like a super big, like, I don't know what that's called there, the core or whatever, I'm just gonna add it in. But like, this is like a bigger one here, so I will cut around that. Let's see here. This was from some seeds, no, some little seedlings a couple years ago that my husband's uncle gave us. That last one. And it's some kind of heirloom tomato. We're not sure if it's like German pink, German Johnson, whatever it is, it's really good. but my tomato plants have not been doing so great this year, and now the bugs are getting to them. But we're gonna have plenty to make this soup tonight. And a lot of times I will do the roasting and blend it up with the basil, and then I'll freeze it. And that is a really good, easy way to deal with too many tomatoes. And then when you defrost it, when you're ready to have tomato basil soup all through the winter, just defrost it and then add milk or cream. And you're good to go. Delicious. I did that last year and it was wonderful. Okay, this one kind of has a bigger spot here. This one's a little banged up, but I don't think those spots are bad. There's about 4 different kinds of tomatoes in here, including cherry tomatoes. I might not put all the cherry tomatoes in. Might hold some of those for salads. Well, that one doesn't look too good on the inside. Just not like super ripe, but it'll be fine once we roast it. So I'm basically just having these. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't need to do the cherry tomatoes, but we just had a whole bunch of rain because we had like a tropical cyclone system come through. And so I'm just kind of looking, because when you get a lot of rain, your tomatoes tend to split. And so I'm just kind of looking to see, like, if they just split, they're still good, but they're not going to keep. So I'm just kind of looking, yeah. That one's kind of, this one's good though. Whoa. Just kind of, and these really, like, I could just put them on the thing without cutting them, on the pan without cutting them. Okay, so I put these onto a half sheet pan. I did not oil or spray or anything, but I did put a silpat down. You could add olive oil, but I have found that it's really not necessary. So I'm just going to wash my hands and add salt and pepper. And then I'm going to pop this in the oven for 40 minutes on 400 degrees. It's already preheated. Oh wait, let me show you real quick. I want to show you what it looks like. Before. And through the magic of television, it is now 40 minutes later, and the tomatoes, onions, and garlic are all roasted. It smells so good in here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put all of this into my blender pitcher. actually have some croutons in the oven, and I use this spatula for that. It's got a lot of the same seasonings, garlic and herb seasoning on them, so that won't hurt this. I had a sourdough fail, and I'm trying to salvage a very sad sourdough loaf by making croutons out of it. I don't know. We'll see. Whoops. Roasted garlic overboard. Oh, I'm having a hard time getting the last of those. Okay, and then I've got this handful of basil from my garden. No joke, my basil like shot up in the middle of the summer to like waist high. Crazy, just crazy. I'm looking to see how much seeped underneath. Not much this time. Okay. All right, so let's put the lid on here. Zhuzh this up. Okay. This Vitamix is like heat proof. Just be careful when you're using hot things in a blender. That it's not like gonna be under pressure and explode and get burned. That would be terrible. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna, it is still hot, but we want to keep it that way. So I've got it turned on low, and we're gonna add some milk. You can use any kind of milk or cream. This happens to be 2%. I'm going to pour it in here first to try to get some of the soup out that didn't want to come out. It's hard to say how much to put in here, so I just kind of eyeball it and taste it, like I do a lot of my cooking. All right, let's give this a taste. That is very good. Very, very good. Very basil-y. All right. Well, that's it. Roasted tomato basil soup made with tomatoes that were on their last leg from the garden. And I'll just heat it up for a couple more minutes to make sure it's nice and that the milk has warmed through. I could always add more milk if I wanted to, if I wanted to make it a little less strong, if I wanted to stretch it out a bit, feed a bigger crowd, because this is very flavorful. I could add more. So try it out. Hope you like it. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed watching me cook that tomato basil soup and that you'll give it a try. It is super easy and it's a great way to use up leftover tomatoes from the garden. It freezes very well. I have made tons of it when the tomatoes got overwhelming, and then it's like done. There's nothing else I have to do. I can do a whole bunch, like just keep on going with it. Or a lot of times will do it, like I'll make another batch. Just as more tomatoes come, I'll make another couple batches, put it in the freezer, and it just keeps so well. For a while we were having tomato basil soup with grilled cheese once a week. It was like a staple. So on my channel we are doing some healthy habits every day, and I hope that you'll come back and join me for those healthy habits. And so we breathe, we drink water, and we express gratitude. And we are building a chain of gratitude here. I'm going to show it today. So first of all, let's do breathing. Good. All right, get your water. I've got my pint of water here. So pause it if you don't have it. Ready? Here we go. All right, water's so important. And yesterday, being at the hospital all day, that got me thrown way off on everything. So, like I said, I'll tell more about that on another day. Okay, so thankful. Speaking of yesterday, I am thankful that my husband's surgery was successful. So let's add that onto our chain. Look at how long it's getting. One link for each of the 17 days that we've had so far. Yay! And a lot of times when I'm thinking about what I might want to put on my gratitude chain, a lot of the same things come to mind. But really, there is no end to the blessings. Even in the darkest times, we can find something to be thankful for. So drop me a comment. Have you been drinking water with me? Have you tried any of the recipes that I've made? Do you think of something that you're thankful for when I do? Are you making a chain of gratitude with me? Wouldn't that be cool if we were doing this together? All right, so if you want to join me on this journey of YouTube and healthy habits and building a healthy life now so that we can age in a healthy way, then go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of my community. and we can encourage each other. Thanks for watching. Bye.